Welcome back, my dearest friends. Welcome back to ever so amazing, sexy Europa Barbarorum 2, where I am playing one of the greatest Total War mods of all time, to me, of course. Europa Barbarorum 2. The download link, of course, is in the description. You can play it yourself or watch this video for a bit and then play yourself. So, after taking Zafar and Timna, our next objective for the Saba tribe will be taking Najran, as we are mostly surrounded by the rebel settlements, as you can see even by the map, which we shall zoom in. The Eremos needs to be ours, Hadramaut needs to be ours, and of course Makkah needs to be ours. Main needs to be ours, which is our next objective, by the way. The long and big, massive, evil deserts of Arabia shall be ours, and the secrets beneath them shall be for the Saba tribe alone. We have the rebel general of Amur, a smaller tribe, holding Najran. We have our own heir, Luchai Ilyanuf. There you go. And he will be helped out by another general and a family member, Faramil Watar. He will be joining this battle because we definitely will be needing troops. We did leave a few troops in Zafar alongside Halik Bayin, which is a newcomer to the Saba tribe. So there is that. We have some asps and some Kodoops guarding that place, just for a little bit of love and loyalty. Of course, his loyalty is dropping, but thankfully the population is increasing. No growth in Zafar as of yet. Our money and expenditure is the more important thing. In the next, from minus 3,351, we'll be getting to minus 2,000. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal. Means that finally we'll be able to build more things in our towns and of course recruit more of an army. This is not a biggest army because lack of 2 more units, but still the generals themselves have a more unique army bodyguard unit, which we have read. The Malkan unit, the beautiful bodyguard infantry. They will be guarding our prince and heir, and of course another prince, a brother to an heir. And let's do this battle. After that we'll go to Najran. We have again enough of a composition, of a good composition. Here we have some Kamis elite infantry, a lot of archers, and basically all of our units tend to be archer type or skirmisher type units. We have no horse except the Rakabin, which we'll read exactly what they are. So they do have abilities at a glance: combat bonus in deserts, long range missiles, scare horses unreliable, as we have seen by the way, as they break often. They do have a melee attack of 6, missile attack of 5, so less by 1 than a melee attack, charge bonus of 10, total defense is 10, 2 armor, defense skill 6, and shield of 2. Bedouin camelry. Camelry? Camelry, yeah, it is a camel. If it is a camel. And anyone who can ride a fucking camel into a battle is a badass motherfucker, by the way. So camelry. We've traversed the deserts by camel since the dawn of our people, as it is suicide to wander our barren, unforgiving lands without them. Our earliest forefathers tamed these beasts and only then risked life here. It is a harsh life, but one guaranteed to be free from foreign and tyrannical rule. As such, every man owns at least one camel, or is given one by their tribe or kin, and has ridden them from an early age. Some are even said to have never left their camel's back. Compared to the horse, the dromedary is much more at ease in the desert and can often go without water for weeks. The Greeks called them something, or a running camel, and its speed and stamina as such should not be underestimated. Considering the animal also provides hair for clothing and tents, leather, meat, and nutritious milk, it provides any desert army with a significant logistical bonus, while easily outmaneuvering any foe. While they may not be good for chargers or melee, they make for great transport to and from the battle, as well as a stable, high and swift archer platforms, ideal for any desert skirmish or ambush. Finally, they also seem to unnerve the horses of our settled foes, and thus help us counter their heavier cavalry somewhat. The men mounted on these beasts might not be the wealthiest, nor the most experienced of the combatants, and thus carry only light weaponry and no armor. The benefits of these riders and their mounts therefore easily outweighs their low cost in the eyes of any competent commander. History. Historically, the dromedary was domesticated at the latest by 1200 BC and was instrumental for creating both the Bedouin lifestyle as well as the spice and incense routes in ancient pre-Islamic Arabia. Due to its prevalence and obvious benefits in desert warfare, the camel quickly found itself on a battlefield and present in large numbers as well. One such example is the Battle of Qarqar in 853 BC, which not only featured an unprecedented number of combatants, but also a 1,000 camel warriors led by a certain king Gindubu the Arab. In these early days, the camels were unsaddled and were often mounted by two men seated back to back. When the camel saddle made its introduction and camel riding became easier and more comfortable, they became even more prominent and the number of riders were reduced from 2 to 1 per beast. The effectiveness of the camel archer was perhaps most aptly demonstrated at Gedara, and where the Nabatean king Obodos would defeat and almost kill the Hasmonean king Alexander Gennaeus as he ambushed the latter with his camels in 96 BC. Their tactical worth was also seen by the Hellenes and the Romans. Antiochus III, for one, also deployed effective camel archers among his horse archer troops at the Battle of Magnesia, as both Appian and Livius recount. Arab camel riders finally also featured an auxiliary unit called dromedari in the armies of the latter. So you see, camels are good people also, so don't judge. So at least we read that. Also, we are at the point to also read exactly the region of Himyarum. We shall be reading this after we're done with the battle here, hopefully, with this enemy general Mashku. We will win. We will win, even though the composition is pretty much unknown. He does have actual horses, which is completely new to us. We have not seen any horse-mounted arch units, and these are Natraya, Nabatean bodyguard lancers. Oh boy, inspires nearby troops, good stamina, fast moving. I will not be reading exactly what these guys do because they are our enemies. At the moment I have no value of them, of me knowing exactly what they have, but they might be much more difficult to defeat compared to the forces that we fought, because most of the forces in Timna and Zafar were the forces compromised of our peoples. But these guys, Nabataeans, might be a more heavily structured force. But I have faith in my two generals, which are again command very limited, but confidence is great in one of them. So they might, while while Farum el-Watar, more confident general, had at least one battle compared, well, and Luhai Ilvanuf actually did have, he is blooded, so he did have a battle. So both of them actually had battles. Sorry, my bad. But nonetheless, Faram at the moment is a little bit better than our heir. That is for sure. Supposed to be heir, that is. So let's finally attack and see how this is gonna go. Slowly but surely, we take the route across the desert sand upon the enemy and killing them completely. While they have more men, we have more experienced ones, hopefully. Yes, the balance of power is there. Mashku, while again a great general of the rebel, we still have a little bit better balance in terms of men, but also experience in these men. So hopefully this is what we're gonna be seeing. Has two generals, Kav general, and he actually does have one chevron of many camel rider Rakabin units. So the range is for them. For us in Arabi that is, Farashaya, Kwashat, Minsarin infantry. Jesus, a lot of interesting infantry. Bedouin axemen, a lot of infantry with horses, and of course archers. Damn, interesting it's gonna be for sure. It is gonna be interesting. They also have Farasin Arabi, which are Bedouin cavalry. Oh man, a lot of new units, but two generals also. This is gonna be interesting indeed. The generals are way better. They're veterans, good defender, talent, and leader. Sorry, let's see, grizzled, good defender, talent, and leader. So again, we are attacking them, so again, more command for them for defending. So let's see this battle on a battle map. And of course, as always, it is ours to wait and see what is the most, what time is the best for us. I like my sandstorms, but considering that we are all archers, I think the sandstorms would be a bad thing. Let's see for one more. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Yeah, it's okay. A little bit darkish, but we shall see how the day actually goes. So let's start deployment. And so first and foremost, last time I fucked up in actually not showing you the exact units. So again, we will set up the units first and foremost and see how this is gonna go. The best thing is, and I presume that the enemy is gonna do the same, they're gonna go for the highest ground possible for them. And considering that the highest ground is almost impossible for them, we'll be going for this one here. That's how we're gonna set up. Of course, they might not be here, they might go back there, they might be here, they might be there. We have no idea at the moment. So I will stick to the high ground, because after all, they do have horsemen, and I'm a little bit afraid that the horsemen will be the end of us. The enemy horsemen. We only have one unit that is a horses, that's our camel riders, but they have Rakabins of their own in much greater numbers. Much greater numbers indeed. So first and foremost, if the enemy is going to be in front of us, let's set up the basics. The spearmen, quadubes, and us, the skirmishers, Asps. So Asps, and Faya Khalatin, the light infantry, in front. If anything is going to happen, it's going to happen in front, and they're going to be defending. And considering the skirmishers themselves and Faya Khalatin have the ability to shoot people from the distance, while the skirmishers do need to be very close to the enemy. That is always an issue, but still. I always want my Hegarians to be to the side. And I decided for my Akhzai missile infantry to be immediately near the front line. So that way, and I'm going to show it like this, so that way my Akhzai can open fire immediately at the very start without being endangered by the enemy. I will disable the skirmish mode for them, because the only way this crap can happen is if the skirmish mode fucks us up and the enemy charges completely. Disable skirmish mode for everyone, here. No skirmish mode for the Asps. While they're being the skirmishers themselves, they need a little bit of control in that regard. So again, if the enemy is not across the hill, though they might be right here, it's going to be an interesting thing. This is going to be about very fast positioning. While the battles tend to be a little bit longer, still, I like to be sure, right? I like to be sure. To Arzai again, like this, thank you very much. Spread formation, though it would seem it doesn't really matter for them. They're always in a spread formation. So, let's see. We have some Fayach Safilatin. They're gonna be beyond Arzai's. They're gonna be like this, beautifully. Malkun on the right side, that is gonna be Faram El Watar. Well, our air is gonna be in the middle, like this, not that close, because after all, I don't want to lose any of my generals specifically, not now. This tends to happen due to the enemy shooting us down. That's gonna be a bad mojo always. For our general, we're gonna be spreading him completely. Kamis, like this. I think this is actually a very nice position. We have some Haggarans right there in the left side. So if the enemy does charge, though again they will not, they will probably mostly open fire and then charge. It will be an interesting thing to see. So again, Safilatin, our Haggarans, again one of more elite units that we have. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. So we have Haggarans. We've seen them now. We have 2 units of Haggarans, I think. Yes, 2 units of Haggarans. We have the Kamis, which are, after all, also an elite unit. And, of course, we have the bodyguard Malkan infantry, which is right behind. No, that's Kamis also. Is that Kamis? Yes, it is. Kamis, Malkan infantry, under the Faram El Watar. I always now, because of the New Total War games, I'm looking at the middle, because it's now in the middle where the generals are, but actually they are on the sides. And there he is. I'm thinking that's him. I'm thinking, by the way. I'm not sure that that is him. But I'm gonna say that he is, because he does not have a bow. He has a shield. There he is. Let's just say that's him. Hell's Mother Humping Bells. Unless he's exactly wow pictured on the picture. No, so that is an issue a little bit. Anywho, so this is our position for now. We'll move here, by the way. We will move here, the entire force here. For now. We're gonna just spread them up a little bit, because the enemy will be opening fire with everything they have. And I think this is a perfect position. For now, first we go up on this. Lure the enemy if possible. And that's it. Yes, excellent. Excellent. This is exactly what I wanted. Run. Run. Excellent. They are also going for the high ground. Excellent. The enemy cav, the general on the cav will be opening fire upon him immediately. Excellent. Skirmishers, open fire immediately on the general. Kill him! Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Kill the general if possible. Let's not open our flanks completely. Haggarans, get back. A little bit of mix of everything. Kamis. If we can kill the general, this would be a beautiful thing. If not, well, who cares really? We tried. An immediate fight might happen with Kamis here. Get over here. Akhzai, get the fuck back. Run, you fools. Run, everybody, run. That's what I want to see. We are doing damage, but not the damage I really wanted them to do. Like, I was expecting a little bit more. Our Alatin light infantry. Light infantry here. They're going for my missiles. Might actually attack. Yes, they will actually attack. Nice. Or not. We shall see how that's gonna go. For now, let's utilize our skirmishers against the enemy infantry. Spearmen charge into the enemy general. If we can kill the bastard, it's gonna be glorious. Full frontal charge. Thank you very much. Not a good thing for the enemy general. Spearmen right into them. Even though quadrupes are the militia, they're still gonna do a massive damage. With the additionally, the tower Hegarians are opening fire. Let's get Hegarians over here. Let's do it like this. So a massive fight in the middle. A massive fight in the middle. Hopefully we'll be able to hold. Get a little bit closer. Although we don't really have to, but still. Everybody is opening fire. I'm just worried if we get completely wiped out by the enemy Najran against our Safach Sailatin. And Kamis will hold. I am sure of that. What's happening with the general? The general is still holding. Everybody should be opening fire. Let's get our skirmishers up front. Asps. The general is holding with 18 men still. Where are my oh, Rakabin, where are my Rakabin? Get over here, bastards. You do not have any more ammunition. Okay, charge into the enemy. Wherever you might be. There you are. Excellent. Good position to be there. Good. Just charge into the enemy. Kill the general. If possible. While my Safak Salatin and some of my beautiful Kamis hold, the enemy will get tired over time. Skirmishers against the Rakabin. Now we know Rakabin are kind of easy to kill. Well, of course, no armor almost, but still. If we can kill all the generals, what will be amazing morale boost for us and will demoralize the enemy. The enemy is nicely holding 16 men, 2 down. A lot of damage inflicted on this side. Actually, we're hearing some beautiful horns of evil. Probably the enemy is trying to fall back or not fall back. Who will ever know? We are still actually quite nicely holding with Hegarians themselves and Kamis. Kamis falling back. It is okay. It is okay. Our general, no more ammunition. And no more ammunition on our archers. Let's go here. Charge into the enemy. Go. Look how many arrows are on our Fayaq Safelatin. The enemy should lose also those goddamn arrows at some point. Again, it's all the hope that we kill the enemy general. He is falling back. We did not kill him, sadly. Make a line. Stand your ground, people. Stand your ground. Missile units all over the place. Skirmishers opening fire. It's a little bit out of that. Ooh, go on Rakabin, go on Rakabin. Yes, beautiful. Charge into the Rakabin. They have low armor, so they should die fast. Charge. Good job. The camel riders kill the enemy general, please. Skirmish Cav, Faras Arabi are attacking our own quadrupes. No way in hell they're gonna defeat us, but we are a little bit fatigued. Kill them, for fudge's sake. They are exhausted. They are exhausted, I understand that. They are exhausted. A huge destruction on both sides, I would say. I'm just looking at who can actually be utilized here. We have 2 units falling back completely. Being completely demolished. Where is my hero? Our heir. Charge with the heir. Also, our family member, Faram el-Watar, is being attacked on the side. Go, skirmisher Cav, kill him. The enemy general has run away. Sadly, we are still kind of holding. Just kind of holding. And a little bit running away, losing the ass, the skirmishers falling down. But we are holding the middle with Fayaq Safilatin, unbelievable, and some Kamis infantry. Charge, Gerens. Good job. Chase them down, Rakabin. Chase them down. Chase down the bastards. Oh, get onto these, Rakabin. Get on these, because it would seem you're so fatigued you cannot even charge them down anymore. You are tired as hell. Excellent. Excellent. For now, we're kind of holding with our infantry. They're coming from every side, some Rakabin. Our general is holding, no deaths at the moment. Charge, charge, go. Beautiful job, people. Beautiful. I think we are kind of winning here, to be honest. Excellent. The general move here. Our heir is secured still. Though I don't know if Faram will hold off against the tide of darkness. The enemy is falling completely back. Excellent. A massive rout on the enemy horde. We lost one complete unit routed. And the victory is ours, my dear friends. The victory is ours. Kill them all. Rape, pillage, burn, everything that you can do. Do it. Victory is freaking ours. So let's enjoy that in a caps lock. I do forget that in a caps lock I cannot move my camera properties. I cannot go up and down. So what you see is what you see. I'm gonna charge them like this with whatever we have. Some Arabi running away. Kill them, please. Kill anyone you can. They are gonna run away. That means this is not a victory that we wanted, but we did destroy a heavy amount of enemy infantry, and they're running away with everything they have. Everybody is pretty much exhausted. So again, the exhaustion thing is very fast in the mod, from what I've noticed. Everybody gets tired very fast, so the battles do prolong themselves quite a bit due to that alone. The morale doesn't really go down, but you know, like, they don't break immediately after they get exhausted completely. Sorry about not having some awesome shots up close and personal, but it is as it is. I honestly expected a better battle from us. Sadly, did not happen. We lost quite a few men. Do remember again, we have no ability of getting units back until our minus in treasury goes up. Goes into a nice plus. And the exhaustion really shows, though to be honest, the charges in Medieval 2 were always lacking. I remember them having a massive amount of bugs. And it sounds like they're killing something, but I have no idea what. There is absolutely nothing there to kill. Due to not having a lot of our own Rakabin, we cannot really chase down everyone and kill them. So the battle will be continued down the line. They might fall back to the town. They might not. In general, it's all about the archer fire. And that's it. Not much of an armor on anyone. And I just do not like how they do not chase. They are exhausted, I understand, but they do not give chase on the enemy. And they're just so close to the end, so close to the border. So, I mean, killing any type of enemy unit completely, at least wiping it out in a huge chunk, would be a helpful thing. But sadly, they ran away. So that's another battle finished. Routing of the rebels of the lesser peoples happened. A lot of death, as you can see. A lot of death and glory. Horses down. We held a beautiful line here unexpectedly with some of Kamis. Kamis held the line against these barbarians. And even Fayach Safayatin did a beautiful freaking job. They held the line, Mother Emperor. These fuckers held the line. They are amazing and they do deserve more chevrons due to this amazing feat. They held the line while most fell back. And also both of the generals alive and both of the enemy generals still alive. Even though they did charge here, but sadly they escaped. A completely new unit, a lot of new units that we have never seen before, that we have engaged here. Though again, I would say our quadrupes did an amazing job. They held firm with some of our asp skirmishers. So there is that. Anywho, that is the end. Let's just do a fast move on this, and this is it. So the first victory against another tribe. Clear victory. We lost 744 men. They lost 1,078. So we are left with 1,184. They are left with 796. It's all about the statistics at the end. Some Alcans, that is the bodyguard unit. Both bodyguard gained experience. Kamis gained experience. No shit. Casualties sustained. Casualties inflicted, as you can see how many of those bastards got killed by our own units. Safilatin, they did a 95, 88, 85. I must say I'm very proud of the archer unit of Fayach Safilatin. I don't know if I've actually read about them. We will read about them because they proved to be amazing in holding the line against the enemy with axes. Asp gained some Kamis, so that Asp gained a level up. Beautiful stuff all around. Very proud of my peoples. They did an amazing job. They held the line. Both generals held the line, joined the battle after wasting most of the air. And that's the biggest problem though, is so many archers. So I have to look at what archer wasted the ammunition. And looking through the entirety, like that's 20 unit cards for fuck's sake. And looking through like, oh, who's not firing? Who doesn't have any more ammunition? That's the biggest problem that I'm having. And that's the good thing about new Total War games, where you actually have a line over the flags, or near the flags, or on the bottom of the flag, which shows you the wasted ammunition. Compared to the original, you actually have to look at the unit cards to understand what the fuck is happening. But that's a victory for us. The enemy is falling back, but it would seem like we did more damage than expected. It feels like we did more damage than expected here. though no like battle, something like battle results. I forget how it works in medieval, to be honest. I do tend to forget how it works in medieval. So what's left is, oh, they completely got wiped out, it would seem, or they fell back in a way we have not seen, or I have no idea, but we heard someone screaming, so that means they have disbanded completely. Let's charge again with my glorious warriors and show the rebel scum, the Captain Zabliu, that they stand no chance. They stand no chance. This is gonna do the automatic because honestly, like, I don't know how much damage the automatic system works in the EB too, so I'm a little bit worried that it might screw us over heavily. So this is what I'm gonna actually do. They only has Mintzarin 50. They have too strong amount of units compared to us. We actually lost quite a bit. But still, let's do the auto-resolve for the very first time and see how the auto-resolve treats us. Oh, I lost 130 men. 16 from 32. We lost actually quite a bit. From now on, I will definitely... wow, I lost actually the entirety of unit of Safra. Okay, so definitely no more auto-resolving, even against the smaller odds. That's just too costly at the very start. I lost like 2 complete units down. I think 2 complete units have been wiped out. And that's a bad mojo. That's a very bad mojo. Let me see. Camise. Oh man, I only have like 1 unit of Camise. Hegerens, 1 unit of Hegeren. No, 2 units still of Hegerens alive. Oh my god, the elites of the elites. 13 total defense. Good stamina. Southern Arabian tribal lowlanders. These guys are proven to be very, very valuable. Very valuable. So the next is Najran, but again, look, the amount of our forces. But we need Najran, so we have to attack Najran. And that is gonna be like one of those things that is a must. Even though our units are really suffering at this point. So again, auto-resolve, never again. Unless it's like, my god, I still have a massive amount of forces. I lost units that I didn't need to lose, so that's a bad mojo. A very bad thing for them, but thankfully, our generals, Luhai and Faram, did an amazing job and survived these battles themselves. Next turn we'll be able to attack Najran. That's the next turn. Let's end the turn and see what happens. And then we will see if anything really dangerous happens in the next turn. That's gonna be the bad mojo. Because at the end of the day, if the enemy moves with more... We do not know exactly if Najran is the only settlement at the moment. Have not seen. Yes, it is. Actually, Najran is the massive freaking land part of the landmass. So yeah, but again, is that like the only one freaking massive army? That was a massive army since the very goddamn beginning of the turn. Of the game. Since the very first turn, that is. So that's a massive one where we kind of cleared out now after a long while, after conquering 2 cities of Zafar and Timna. But now Najran might be a problematic. So first, the bride has been presented to our heir, Luhai Yanuf, with Abhamad Ilyakif. Hopefully she's a great woman. Of course, he needs some babies. We need some babies. Marriage celebrations. Beautiful thing. Always. The enter now on -100. Oh man, we are on 1,000 people. We're getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. Of course, we can see the rating and current leaders, who are the best in military, financial, production. Of course, we are non-existent. Non-existent, that is. Battle, we fought 5. We won 5 battles. Only recruit 3 troops. Regions conquered 2. Regions lost and troop lost 0. Really? We lost 0 troops? I kind of doubt that. Unless they kind of merge in like in Europe all over again, we can merge the 1 unit and it doesn't consider the loss, but hell's mother ramping bells. So our next is gonna be attack of Najran, which we'll do next time, my dear friends. I wish you the very best. At the moment, we are at what we are. We still have not get any better command in for our men, but loyalty has been increasing, I think, over a while, and influence even for our soon-to-be possible heir to the throne of Saba. Our king himself, A-OK man, he has lowered some taxes, if I'm not mistaken. No, not here, but they have been lowered in certain areas. We do need higher taxes, to be honest. Let's see just if how many of these higher taxes are going to be problematic down the line, but that's gonna be down the line in the next video. I wish you the very best, my friends. Next time, more love, more drugs, and as always, more of Europa Barbarorum 2 and the great Saba tribe.